Hey, what's going on? First of all, good morning. Happy New Year. It's 2022. Let's start off better. Let's do better than last year. Don't know how easy that's going to be. Today, for the first video of 2022, I wanted to talk about a recent event that just happened with John Madden. He just passed away about a few days ago now at this point. And I wanted to go over the impact that he's had with me in sports in general and throughout my entire life. Now, a lot of people know that most people who play video games play Madden at some point in their life, or if that's the only thing they do play, is either Madden or 2K. Me personally, not so much. I got into Madden because of my cousins. They pretty much forced me to play it because they got tired of getting beat up in Street Fighter 2 back in the Sega Genesis days. Yeah, because I would play everything underneath the sun. I just didn't care for sports though. It just never. I don't know, just never do it for me when I was younger. Sports are RPGs, crazy. I didn't play neither one of them, but I remember like it was yesterday. My older cousin. I was playing as DJ, and I was just whooping on him, and I just heard him breathing real hard, and he gets up, turns the game off, and goes downstairs. I'm like, what was that about? And he was like, I ain't playing you no more. You won't play. You play me this. And I was looking at it. And he was playing like I think it was Madden '96, if I remember correctly. Because I think it was the year the Jaguars and the Panthers just became new teams in the NFL. So all their stats were at 99, 99, 99. So that's what got me. He wanted me to start playing it. So I was like, I don't even know how to play football. He was like, you'll figure it out. And of course he gave me the handicap, and let me play with the Jaguars. And I didn't know what I was doing. I was getting beat up. He had like some scrub team. I forgot who he was playing with at the time, but he just beat me up because I didn't understand the game at all. But me being as competitive as I am, when he would leave to go to school or he wasn't there at all, I was a girlfriend, whatever it may be, I would sit up there and I would start to like play the game. Just started studying the game. It was like I was studying the game as a game, not as a sport of football, if that makes any sense. Like I was just trying to, me being a gamer, or I was just trying to figure out how to beat him. Like I just wanted to beat him. And I was not looking at it as a game of football, I was looking at it as a game of Madden. So I started to figure things out. I didn't beat my cousin for some years. Just mollywhopped the crap out of me. I didn't understand it. So I had to finally do some research and started figuring out how the game of the sport was actually played. So fast forward in high school now, and high school years was the first years I actually started to play any sports whatsoever. Like before then, I was just nothing, no sports, no nothing. So got into sports because of my cousin Gino, my cousin Philip, and my cousin Marcus. And yeah, after I got into it, it was more or less of a stress reliever for me physically. But then when I started actually like paying attention to how the game was played, I started to realize certain things about formations and so forth. Started picking things up. And to be quite frank with you, I wasn't getting any playtime anyway, so the only thing I was left to do was play the game, figure out how to play the game. So, fast forward, I believe it was, I forgot which one was it, 2000, 2001, PlayStation. Yeah, PlayStation. I remember because I was like, it was on the I remember it was on the PlayStation. We was down in my grandma's living room at the time, and we was playing the game, and something just clicked in my head. Like, I didn't have a favorite team, and only reason why I have a team now is because I picked it because I like the color blue, and given the area that I was at, Anyway, I like the color blue. I'm looking at that. So I picked the Colts. I was like, I like blue and white. I was like, it was cool. So I was playing as them, and then I just figured out, like, as I was playing, I was down like by what, 21 points. It was bad. And I don't know, I was, as I'm playing, I'm like starting to figure out the way the game was functioning. And I just figured out like my little game plan. I was like, okay, I'm just use the fullback because it was always open. So fullback, boom, 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 and so that started working. But then when he started stuffing me, I'm like, okay, so now that he's overdoing the fullback, outside, running back, okay, he's stuffing that now too. Okay, I gotta learn how to throw. Quick pass, tight end, and that right there is pretty much the me giving away the bag as far as how to game plan against me and playing Madden. It's either tight end, fullback, or running back for me. And I hit you with the rock paper scissors plan. But anyway, I'm gonna give you for anything. But no, I figured out how basically how to work the game, and I ended up losing that particular game. But I do remember the first time I beat him. He was just like looking at me like, "You motherfucker," because I didn't just beat him. I beat him. I beat him by at least 2 touchdowns, and it was sound. Like I was stuffing him. Like he couldn't do a damn thing. And so that started like my little fashion into getting into football. Like I really like, as far as all the Maddens that came out, the ones I remember the most is honestly Madden 93 because of the intro, Madden 96 because that's where I really got introduced to the game and playing as the Jaguars, and then Madden 2001 and Madden 2005 was my favorite. But was it Madden 2001 where what got me introduced to Ludacris of all people? I think it was Ludacris, Madden 2001. That, yeah, stand there and just get shook out your shoes. That was, yeah, that's crazy. Who would have known? Who would have known? I guess he would have known. I didn't know, but got introduced to Ludacris in 2001, I believe it was. 2005 was my favorite one because that's when I figured out they had so many options that you can do on the fly with the defense. Like I loved what they was able to do. Press that receiver, get back on that receiver, double team that receiver, cut the inside. You could do all this before the snap is even gone. So I was like, man, defense is a lot. I remember that's what Ray Lewis was on the cover. But then after 2005, I still played for the next like couple years, whatever. But I think it's mainly because of life changes and stuff like that. I kind of just fell off of Madden. Like, I believe, yeah, I think after most people, my circle of friends and family, that everybody was going up and, you know, have started to get families and stuff now, and nobody really had time to sit down and play Madden, kind of fell off on it. So I really haven't touched the game in like 6 years. Like, I really haven't really played a game of Madden in 6 years until recently. I went over to my cousin Philip's house, and we was over there. I think it was around Thanksgiving. And went over there and played the game, and it was just random too. We weren't even, I don't know. We was just chilling, talking, doing nothing, and in the game, I'm going back to my old ways. Like, okay, I remember how this was. And then, but then after the first quarter, it was like whatever. Second quarter, it was whatever. I was winning. He didn't care. I didn't care. And then third quarter came. All of a sudden, something snapped, and we got real competitive. All of a sudden, it came right back to the way it used to be. And one thing I can say is that my cousin Philip was like, the only, like my kryptonite in that game. Everybody else, I'll be back online. You can try me. But everybody else, I've been kind of just... And then this dude here would come back and beat me, and it just ignited it all again. So I'm about to get Madden again and be on that. So I have footage of Madden up on here eventually. And then recently, I will say this. Recently, my friend Chris, not recently, it was like years ago. I forgot. It was years ago. It was like back in Street Fighter 4 days. Me and him would go back and forth and play Madden all the time. And he would pick, I forgot the dude's name, but it would be the Philadelphia Eagles. And his running back, I swear he was like, I remember I made a picture talking about him. This is like, it pretty much summed up how his running back was. I just couldn't tackle the guy. And it was just like ridiculous. But there's been a few people that I've been close to who's always been like neck and neck with me as far as giving me good competition. Everybody else, they can say what they want to. I'm gonna just do that. But anyway, all this to talk about the impact the game of Madden has had on me. Needless to say, Dude obviously won't be forgotten. His name is like synonymous with the culture, just as much as Jordan's are. I mean, it goes 2K, Jordan, Madden. It's all the same up there. But anyway, rest in peace to John Madden. Thanks for all the memories and the ones to come. I'll probably start having some game footage on here pretty soon, but I don't know. Till next time, y'all take it easy. Happy New Year. Sticks up. Thumbs down.